Here's the result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He gets a C+. plus. This guy is rather so-so. Not too good, not too bad. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
It's more likely that he will talk big, but not actually go very far in his career. He might impress people with his ideas and polite way of speaking, but he struggles to put in steady effort. He isn't the type to push himself hard every day or handle responsibilities with care.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't usually shout or cause drama, but he doesn't bounce back quickly either. Instead, he is likely to shut down, pull away, or quietly distance himself from the problem. He's not the type to fight hard to fix things or motivate himself to try again right away.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually find him polite and easy to be around because he treats everyone with respect and avoids arguments. He isn't interested in drama or picking fights, and you won't find him yelling or making rude comments. People respect his calm nature, but he's not the person driving the team forward.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he probably won't feel jealous or start arguments about it. He is not likely to make a scene or compete with you, and he has enough self control to avoid saying hurtful things. He might keep his feelings to himself, offering polite support but not much warmth.
What if you start earning more than him?
He is not the type to openly resent you or let jealousy spill out if you earn more than him. He will likely treat you respectfully and won't argue about money or make snide remarks. Just know that while he handles things calmly on the surface, it may leave you wishing he shared more honestly with you.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is not the type to spend money wildly or make reckless choices with finances. In fact, he's usually quite cautious and prefers to avoid unnecessary risks. He's careful in his own way, but you may need to help with routine money matters.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He doesn't put on a show or pretend to be richer than he is. Most of the time, he lives within his means and doesn't care much about impressing others with fancy things or a flashy lifestyle. He's not interested in keeping up with anyone or showing off.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is usually polite and respectful, but when it comes to showing kindness or being open handed, he may fall a bit short. He isn't stingy with money, but he's also not the first to think about helping others or going out of his way for someone in need. You might find him reserved, sometimes missing the little ways to show care or warmth.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is not the type to be secretive or try to control everything about money. Usually, he's open if you ask him directly, but he may not bring up financial topics on his own. Still, you might wish he was more engaged and involved in handling finances as a team.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He isn't likely to insist that all the housework is only your job, but you might notice he doesn't step up much either. He won't argue or complain if you ask for help, and he stays polite about it, but he isn't naturally eager to pitch in. If teamwork at home matters to you, be ready to give him gentle nudges.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is not someone who will jump up to tackle chores or change diapers on his own. Most of the time, he might stand back and only get involved if you directly ask him for help. If you want a partner in daily tasks, you'll need to guide him and keep reminding him. He won't step up naturally.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He doesn't usually argue just to prove his point or raise his voice to win a discussion. Instead, he tends to stay quiet and keep things polite, even if he doesn't fully understand your side. While he won't fight with you, he may not make a strong effort to truly listen or place himself in your shoes.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he will almost always stay respectful and calm. He's not the type to yell, use harsh words, or act aggressively. Instead, if something upsets him, he's more likely to shut down and withdraw quietly rather than start a fight.
Does he have a bad temper?
He is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. In fact, he is usually quite patient and slow to show his temper, even when things go wrong. So, anger is not a major red flag with him.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is not the type to blame you or make you feel guilty when things go wrong. At the same time, he may not be quick to say sorry or openly take responsibility either. Sometimes it takes a gentle nudge from you to help him talk about mistakes and truly move forward as a team.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He is not someone who pushes or tries to control you when you say you're uncomfortable with anything. He values being polite and doesn't want to cause harm or get into arguments by crossing lines.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He is not likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of getting upset or making you feel guilty, he will usually accept your feelings quietly and give you space. Sometimes, though, he might become a bit distant or quiet rather than talking about how he feels.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He's not the type to use your personal feelings or intimate moments against you, nor will he ever try to embarrass or hurt you later because of what happened in private. Even if he sometimes seems distant or quiet, he will not cross that line.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is not easily distracted by other women, and he values loyalty in a relationship. He tends to keep to himself and doesn't chase after attention or excitement outside the partnership. You won't often catch him flirting or looking for thrills elsewhere.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not the type to be overpossessive, jealous, or controlling. He doesn't want to keep a tight grip on you or monitor your every move. You won't have to face questions, arguments, or mistrust from him in daily life.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective side is not a sign of a controlling personality. He might care about your safety and well being, but he won't try to control your choices your friends, or where you go. If he does express concern, it will be gentle and respectful.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to expect you to do most of the parenting work, even if he doesn't say it out loud. He isn't the type to argue or insist that it's only your job, but he also won't take much initiative on his own. Parenting with him will often mean you are leading the way while he follows your guidance.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
He will almost always stay calm when the kids mess up or get upset. He's not quick to lose his temper or shout, and you won't see harsh punishments or angry outbursts from him. You can count on him not to react harshly, even if you sometimes wish he was more hands on or supportive in tough moments.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will not stand in the way of you being both a mother and your own person. He isn't controlling or demanding, so he won't question your choices or limit your independence. However, he may not actively cheer you on or give you the open encouragement you sometimes hope for.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not likely to support your career just to later pressure you to quit after you have a child. He is not controlling or manipulative about your choices, and he won't try to push you out of your job for his comfort. You can trust that hidden expectations or sudden pressure to quit are not his way.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with respect and good manners, always staying polite in their presence. However, his interactions are likely to feel formal and a bit distant rather than truly warm or affectionate. His kindness is genuine, but warmth does not come naturally to him. He is more likely to quietly adjust to your family than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
He will handle family stress and interference calmly. He is not the type to lose his temper, argue, or make a tense situation even harder. He avoids conflict, so you won't see him making things worse with harsh words or actions.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he's not the kind of man who will act modern with you, but suddenly expect you to be a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He doesn't have rigid expectations or push you to perform a certain role just to please others. In fact, he's more likely to quietly let you be yourself without laying down strict rules for how you should behave around family.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will most likely stay out of it rather than take anyone's side, including yours. He prefers to keep things calm and doesn't like getting involved in conflict, even if it means you are left to handle things yourself. He won't side against you, but he probably won't step in to strongly support you either.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not a typical mummy's boy who always puts his mother first, but he also isn't someone who will confidently choose your side in a conflict. When there's tension between you and his mother, he is most likely to avoid taking sides at all. If you want him to stand by you, you'll need to guide him gently. Otherwise, he'll just stay out of it.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He's not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He prefers to keep personal matters to himself and won't involve others, especially when it comes to your private issues as a couple. This means you don't have to worry about your secrets being passed around his family or your disagreements becoming public gossip.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all of this analysis, this guy gets a C plus. This guy is so, not too good, not too bad, a bit mediocre. Day in and day out, being in a relationship with him feels calm, steady, and often a bit quiet. There won't be much drama or a conflict, and you can expect respect and gentle behavior.